All right. Good evening, everyone. And how are we all doing? Hello, Nick. Hope everything's going well for you. Meow, everyone, it's Doom time. Not yet. You might get some Doom later this week, perhaps, for the Ironmans. But right now it's puzzles and philosophy time. But I've been okay, Nick, to answer your question. Today has been okay, for the most part. I have my DVD account ready for tomorrow's Chucky DLC with 2 million blood points. 33% of the way through all the things. Except for the thing that I cannot access, of course. The golden puzzles. And it's been a few too many days since I've played a part of this. What with poker and more poker getting in the way. But back in the fray now. Need to get on with this after all. It is getting close to a time where snow may actually be found on my ground eventually. As December looms large and I'm in the flooded valley. I'm glad to hear you're doing epic, Nick. Hello, Alcatraz. What do we have here? Another Sphinx thingy. It looks like there are there are 3 X's. There's one by a temple, one over here, and one over there. So I'm guessing... yeah. Gonna need to find some switches at some point. But, all in due course, of course. So last time around in the game, I found body replicating technology. And we had further musings as to... well, it was definitely a pattern. 3 lasers to activate things in each side of the megastructure. Also, we were introduced to members of this group, and yeah. That's really about it. So, yeah. I wonder what this area is going to show off then. Absorption. Take accumulator. Okay. What do we have here? An accumulator, apparently. Alright, what does this do then? This changes red. Select. Connect. Oh! It's a portable laser source? Okay. Wow. I remember this one. Well, these things seem to be portable laser generators. Charge them up and then place them somewhere else to be used. Not quite as impressive as the body replication technology, but it's a thing.
In the beginning, before we built New Jerusalem, we used to explore just like this. Small groups setting out for the horizon, looking for resources, trying to make sense of the world we'd been thrust into, trying to find a way forward. It was a hard time, but I can't deny that it was also exciting. I think it's part of our nature to be wanderers. Our ancestors crossed entire oceans on flimsy wooden boats just to see what else there was.
Is it weird to feel nostalgic for a time I never experienced? I just think I could have contributed so much more back then.
It's not weird, but it wasn't all sunshine. People died. Yemo, Calvin, Isaac.
I know, they were family to me.
Sorry, it didn't mean to reopen old wounds.
It's a legitimate point, but I don't think it invalidates the sense of wonder we felt. That's what kept us going.
Yeah, I've heard people say that in YouTube comments about things like the 80s or whatever. You ever feel nostalgic for a time where we've never experienced? I'm pretty sure that's a very real thing. Isaac? No, Dead Space main character is dead. Yeah, if Isaac was a robot, maybe. Triptych, which is Triptych is three sorts of pictures back to back to back. The three different frames that form a painting. Have I played Dead Space? Yes, I've played Dead Space 1 and 2 a long time ago. But there's no footage of either of them. It was all played on the Dope Whips channel. But I definitely played them both. Alright, so for this one we're going to need to... Well, the blue one is easy. You just take the blue thing. I wonder if this thing can power up two different ones at the same time. Yep, sure can. I suppose really the only thing I really have to do is just use one of these that connects to that. Well, that's a point actually. We don't actually need to keep it connected like that. It can just be there. So then, well, no, I see there was problem lies, however. The problem lies in the use of the green of this one being in the middle. Shit. Oh, so you're gonna need this and this to connect to that. Damn. This is where we have a problem. And yet, now I got it. Wait. There we go. Nice, smart. When the lasers cross each other, do they change their colors? If two lasers cross each other, they cancel each other out. So the RGB converter takes red and... well, it takes two different colors of laser and converts it to a third. So in the case of this one, it will take the red and green and convert it to the blue. The accumulator takes the power source from any laser and holds on to it. If blue lasers cross each other though, then all that happens is that they just cancel each other out a bit. So you don't really want that, per se. Hello, Melville.
I've been wondering, what made our ancestors settle in these god-forsaken places? It can't have been easy with those frail, squishy bodies of theirs. What makes a caveman go, yes, this frozen hellscape is where I want to live out my days? You think Byron was right? Is it in our nature to be wanderers?
Why did people spread out? Well, back then there wasn't much of a choice. Well, the answer is that back then people were stuck in boring areas and they had to go gather food and stuff. You know, they needed to go places where there was food. And back then the cavemen didn't have advanced tech, they had caves. They need to find food. Population. But we'll never know fully why they chose one area, so...
Well, that's dull, but at least you're honest.
I'd like to ask you about something else.
All right.
Did you ever meet the founder?
Of course I did. She and Cornelius were both there when I was born. Neath was just starting to take over back then, and they were still showing her the ropes.
What was the founder like?
Busy. There was always another problem to solve. Did you know that she never upgraded her body? Always prioritized everyone else. That's the kind of work ethic I wish more people had.
I agree, but there needs to be space for other things in life.
I suppose so. For me, living is doing. But I understand that other people have more varied needs.
Do you ever crave companionship?
I've never felt the need for a partner as such. I've met a lot of people who do. Athena and Cornelius, Atal and Damien, Sarabai and Hypatia. But that's not really for me. So far, at least. But I do have social needs like anyone. What I like is a pleasant buzz of humanity. Not too close, not too far. Something I can be part of without having it get in my face all the time.
Oh, absolutely. I'm down with you there, Mel. That's pretty much my philosophy. You know, just give me enough to be social with, but don't fucking drag me out. Are all robots male, or do women exist? And yes, I know they don't exist in real life. I think the robots have genders, Nick. Although the robots are calling themselves humans. They're not calling themselves robots. They're calling themselves, like, you know, humans in this world. Could these decisions affect my mind?
The data stream overloads? Yes, they could. There are safeguards to prevent that from happening, but these aren't exactly carefully controlled circumstances. It's hard to predict. Our brains are absurdly complicated, which is why it's so hard to make more of us.
Why did you think Nana left New Jerusalem?
Maybe she just got sick of things breaking all the time.
So what can these particle clouds do?
As far as I can tell, anything, which is insane.
How do you feel about Mayor Herman's policies?
I used to think it was the only safe way forward. Keep things simple and under control. Now I'm not so sure that ever made sense.
What do you think about Miranda?
She's so innocent and full of wonder, it should make me want to retch,
Nitro.
metaphorically speaking. But I'll admit, she's sort of charming.
I should get back to work. Yeah, you do. Well, there are male and female robots, and they are, it's only up to 1,000 now. Right, no more than that. I'm the 1,000th robot, or new human, as they're called. And yet it moves. A fascinating story I discovered in the archive concerns a great scientist by the name of Galileo. This remarkable man made huge contributions to the early development of science, but was best remembered for becoming embroiled in a controversy with the church that ended with accusations of heresy, a trial, and him being placed under house arrest for the rest of his life. The causes of the controversy? He argued that the earth revolved around the sun, a view we will describe as self-evident and which the Inquisition described as foolish and absurd in philosophy and formally heretical. The story became emblematic for how society often punishes those who try to push our understanding of the world forward in the modern day. There's a legend that at the end of his trial he muttered, "And yet it moves." A beautiful idea but untrue. Because defying society is hard. It comes at a high cost and not everyone is capable of bearing it. What would you have done in this place? What would I? Miku, 166. Miranda. I think I would have tried to stand up for the truth. Athena's response. It's harder than it sounds. Fighting an authority like Elohim is one thing, but when even your friends and allies may renounce you for holding an unacceptable opinion, it takes enormous willpower to continue. Miranda. But if nobody does it, society gets stuck. I don't think they're really bothered about the skin. They want to create as a... So I'm just responding to a text from my sister. Yeah, I mean, their main concerns was that they've just completed 1,000 creations or robots or humans. I'm the 1,000th one, that's why I'm called 1K, and they're now getting this weird communication from Epiphanius, and they're trying to figure out what this island's all about and what's going on. You know. Well, in this case, Nitro, you wouldn't have anything to do, because in this universe, the humans are dead. Puzzled. Archive post. The role of puzzles in a simulation was so important to the creation of our civilization that it has left an indelible imprint. But sometimes I worry that this is an issue. Alexander Drennan thought of human beings as problem solvers, but the real world isn't anything like the simulation. Yes, there are problems to solve, but there isn't a tetrameter waiting to reward you. There's just another problem, and another, and another. Our veneration of the puzzle may be blinding us to the fact that sometimes there isn't a neat solution, but sometimes life is just a slog and the best you can do is muddle through. Correct. From Aurora to Athena. Dear Athena, have you really left us for good without even saying goodbye? I know we haven't spoken much lately, but isn't that just part of the slow, relaxed lives we now lead? After all those centuries of struggle trying to build New Jerusalem, I thought we deserved a rest. And if I disappointed you, why didn't you say so? I know you disapprove of all these silly titles they give us now, but we really were your first companions. We know what it was like. I was there when Yemo died. I remember the horror of realizing there was no way of bringing him back, the impossible finality of it, and then the determination to make it make sense, to have it be part of a story that leads to a better world. I never abandoned that, Athena. I just thought that maybe I could spend some time on the things that make life worth living, too. Maybe I lost track. Maybe I failed you. I don't know, because you didn't tell me, Aurora. Job done, update complete. Robot will now function to play 993 first-person shooter Doom. Proposal, bring back dogs. Thread title says it all. We should re-domesticate dogs. Our ancestors loved dogs so much. They insisted that they were amazing companions, full of life and love. Man's best friend. And the lives they lived with humans must have been infinitely better than in the wild. So why not bring them back? Because you're all obsessed with cats. That's probably why. Did you know that the poor Lord Byron wrote a beautiful poem about his dog, Boatswain? He said he had beauty without vanity, strength without insolence, courage without ferocity, and all the virtues of man without his vices. Is that who Lord Byron named himself after? No, he named himself after Robert Byron, the travel writer. That's great, but what about my idea? I should breed them back except pugs. I don't know. I mean, you all have cats. You all love cats. I mean, dogs are more useful than cats. So honestly, yeah, I'd be happy to see dogs back. It's a great idea. Dogs are a beautiful creation. The resources we waste on our cats are bad enough, and you know what cats do to local bird populations? Do we want to add dogs to that? Yes, we do. Oh, sod off with the cats are so terrible business. What do you think happens in the natural world? Do you think animals don't eat each other? I'd love to have a dog. We would go on walks together, and it would be excited about every new smell, and we would play fetch. It sounds magical to me. Yeah, bring back dogs. Oh wait, it's a fire the other one. It's the fire thing. Wait, was that getting up there before? Nice. One of the fires. Which I haven't had any use for yet. But there may come a time when I might want to use one just to proceed. Yeah, doggos don't just do things like learn tricks, guard your house. Win talent shows. And are way more demanding for it. Still, if we're going to be if we're going to be having about lives and stuff, and there's no harm in domesticating a couple of dogs. You love cats so much. Why not have some doggos as well? Crossing. Well, there's the target. Need a red, baby. Got an accumulator and a jammer. We small problem there, I suppose. Don't actually have a way of acquiring blue currently. Well, shit. Well, this is awkward. Doggos generally do more for humans, but they require more maintenance to look after. Whereas cats are basically just feed them and they'll do the rest. But they do far less for you. Both have their pros and cons. Right. I need to get this blue thing here so we can do what? Oh, jam this door, I guess. How the fuck do I get this thing to activate, though? Cat dogs. I don't get what I'm supposed to actually do. Like, at all. I don't get what I'm supposed to do here. You accumulate again, get to that. There's nowhere to stick it on high that will have it reach either. It's not like I could turn off one of these. Or can I? Ah! Now we're getting somewhere. Alright. Ah, right. Jam the fan. Right. Well. Perhaps we have something after all. Right. Now all I have to do is... Well, shit. Oh, wait, that's it. We're kind of done here, aren't we? All done. Job's a good one.
There's so much history here that we can't see. The founder must have walked these paths hundreds of times, maybe thousands. Miranda must have stood right where we're standing. This all looks alien to us, but it must have been familiar to them.
If this was their home, where are they now?
They must be inside the megastructure, waiting for us to pass the test. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Maybe. Unless, of course, they've also moved on, shall we say. Oh. Oh. I guess don't go underwater that much. Okay. Well, I guess we can't swim. That's unfortunate. Well, no matter. We will continue to Area 4. I suppose Athena and Miranda could be inside the statue, but what if, just like in the original simulation, that they're dead and we're just seeing a remnant of the... Okay, there we go. wellspring. Regular old connector. And another one. Oh my goodness. One hell of a pattern to set up here, it looks like. Wait, that's a red one, though. Oh, never mind. That's what we do after we've accumulated the next item in the puzzle. You're right, the looks of the gates, they look interesting. Oh, fuck. That's not gonna be enough. Damn it. Nowhere near enough. As far as I can get to reach. There's no other connectors we can use. Nope. Is there any way in hell I can get this to set it to work? Not there. Not there either. No extra item in there either. I need this accumulator to get out. But things aren't going to be able to reach through there, so... And I can't get them through, so I have to somehow make these singular connectors work. But how exactly? What is the angle that I am missing? Ah, wait a minute. I think I'm thinking about this all well. No, that can't work either. Because it's around the corner. Got it? No, it's too embedded over there. That wouldn't work. Doing it in reverse would be equally as stupid. There's no angle. Yeah, there's literally zero angle. I was thinking it could somehow be the red, but the problem is the red one can only really connect. I mean, the furthest I can get an angle is like there. But it has to go back into this machine. This is an angle, isn't it? Or is there? What about on the other side, though? No. No, 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 won't work. Ow, fuck me. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. The red one can't be done because there's no angle. I need like a third one. No, anything with a fence blocks it off. I can use these rectangular things, but well. problem is, it's just... The problem is, there's just no good angle that could be used. Like, they're so awkwardly right out the way of each other. I can't get to back to the fence. Oh, do you mean these squirrels? Like the little mini ones? I don't think that would work. I can't do that either. Do I even get to this one? There's no angle. I wish we don't have any angle. Right. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do have an angle. Ah, shit, but I can't fucking... Well, I can't take it out, but it's definitely gonna be part of the puzzle. And now what do I do with it? Oh, maybe I see where this is leading. I see where this is leading. I think. You can sort of see where I'm going with this, right? In a sense. At least I think I do. Except I'm not sure now. That opens that, but... Alright. The problem, however, is I need to get the... Oh, they're both red powered. Fuck! This is... Hold on. Hold on. Oh, it needs a slight adjustment. I think. Just a very slight adjustment. So it gets into shot of the other thing. There. Yeah, boy. Give me that puzzle. I solved your puzzle. Thank you. Okay. What's this? Oh, it's another spark base. Wherever it is. Where are you going? Oh, here we go again. Chasing the spark. Go on, you. Chase this thing. It's like a DVD survivor. Yeah, if it could levitate. And it felt like a wisp or something. Almost gives me a slight Spiral vibe, honestly. Can I go across that? Yeah, I guess I can. I say slightly. Then, no. The way around. Oh. I think we're here. Yeah, it's lucky there's no power to spot before now, no flashlights. And that's another star.
Utopia is impossible, but the future that is possible will seem like a dream to those who are alive now.
Yeah, I get that. Alright, well that's one star done. The other one is just find those X's. So no laser solving things this time, at least. Just the 3 X's later. That's when they come about. Got an anchor. An ancient anchor used by an early human invention designed to keep boats from drifting by making use of gravity. Anchors also carried many symbolic associations. I guess. Well, not to worry. Let's just carry on with the puzzles for a bit. The regular puzzles, I mean. Obviously, carrying on with the puzzles is pretty much this whole game. Do puzzles, and do more puzzles, and then story happens. And then your mind gets blown by some philosophy, which is usually interesting. Oh, this is where I just found the spark. So never mind all that. Hey, a switch. And now I feel like I'm playing Myst. Pretty sure you had to do that for one of the Myst puzzles in the first area. Find a bunch of switches to activate the observatory or whatever it was. Well, that's one of them found. At least. Lost puzzle number 1. Field of view. Okay. So we got 2 accumulators and an inverter. And the goal will be to... wait. Make 4 things happen? Okay, well this is going to get interesting. Well, there needs to be 4 things, apparently. How the bloody hell is this going to work? Pray tell. Oh, come on, I could jump that. I could literally jump up there. If I could just stand on top of one of these things. I could just jump. I could just jump on there. Ta-da! Ugh! Slight jump and I'm sold. You know, oh no, if only I could climb up this slight wall. Whatever will I do? Bloody hell, what the fuck is supposed to do here? Right, to start off with, the big problem is that, well, defense means that you can really cover 2 at once. Robots can't do it. It's too light to climb. Yeah, like you could. I guess you could have an angle on the blues though. You could do the blues at the same time. But 1000. Please stop jumping on the equipment and continue your programming, or you will be reformatted as a waste cleaning droid. The only problem, however, is nah, I don't think this is going to be it. You gotta cover 2 of these blue lasers somehow, but you gotta have the field of view for the other things. But that being said, it feels like you have the accumulators in here to dunk on the red ones once they're all turned. I mean, you can easily change them to red. Oh, maybe not. Well, you could change them to red if you wanted to. Maybe this is not what I'm supposed to be looking for, but the inverter could be used on this side, but then you'd have to have 2 things on the other side. Whoa. No, I think I do get this now. Wait, no I don't. No, it still doesn't make any sense to me. No. It's going to be something involving putting one of these on one side, but these things have to have a source to connect to do their magic. And they're going to do it one at a time. Oh. Done. It was the first idea after all.
We're making good progress.
I just needed to get a very tight angle in. But there it is. Hooray! If I keep going like this tonight, I might be able to do 2 areas in one stream. Let's not get hasty, friend. Promo 1000, please stop jumping the equipment or else you'll be a brief-line of waste cleaning droid. I think that one is the one over here. Of those 3. You don't use the 2 curves at once. Yeah, I mean, the only problem is the inverter can only fire 1 thing at a time. So, that's the only drawback. Alas. We're at the 5 or 6 at this point. Oh, there's something. Oh, hang on. There's something over here. Oh, is it this palm reader station? Yeah, I guess so. Yep.
One of the most foolish illusions that commonly persist is that nature is a victim and humanity is a perpetrator. This can only be the opinion of someone who has not witnessed nature at first hand, who has not seen its immense and awe-inspiring baseness. Nature is mindless chaos and eternal conflict. A system of predation and consumption whose perfect cruelty can only induce a terrified and unwilling admiration. Nature is our most powerful and least honorable enemy. A beast that consumed every last one of our ancestors and will consume us just as quickly if we are not successful in our struggle with it.
Interesting, I guess. The actual puzzle 5. Ooh, very scenic looking site for number 5, it looks like. Very fucking scenic. Balance of forces. Yeah, fair. I guess. Sure. Okay. And what, pray tell, does that accomplish? Alright then, Nick, thank you for tuning in and have a comfy sleep. So I just have to get this blue one charged up somehow. But how do I do that? There's nothing on this side I can use. There's only the connector and there's an alternate blue thing, but what is the purpose of doing that? Is it going to be like I see. We have to get the block on the thing and then I can see where this is going to lead. This is extremely goofy, but there you go. Okay.
Melville?
What is it now?
Why did you upload a picture of your hand?
Why do you care that my hand is in the picture?
Your hand isn't in the picture, it is the picture.
I like it. It's very artistic.
Let's stay professional, everyone. It's not right to make fun of Melville's comically absurd inability to take decent pictures. She's a hyper-advanced humanoid machine, not a photographer.
You'll pay for this, Byron.
Interesting design elements. Noting some interesting design elements here. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, I had no choice there, unfortunately. Well, that is one of the goofier puzzle solutions I've come across so far. Having to suspend it between two different fans. As you do. Oh well. Reconnaissance. We don't have the materials to keep the building in. Please, self-destruction. Wait, that doesn't actually check out at all, because I still can't get around. That makes more sense, though. Yeah, a lot more. Nice. Wait. Oh, son of a bitch. Wait. How's that gonna help with anything? Go. Oh. Wait. Oh, no. That's not actually really gonna help. Necessarily. Huh. Oh, this is where the converter comes into play, right? So I'm guessing because we don't have a red one, we need to use a converter to turn this into like red. Or something like that. Yeah. And the blue one will just be as simple as having that open in the first place. But the red one will require the accumulator. But to do that, I need to set up a bunch of things. Or one thing. Something. Someday. That's just easy as doing that. There. Solved. I'll keep that up. That's for the blue one. And the red one will just be getting the red accumulator onto that spot. Which I kind of need now, actually. Now that I think about it, I think what we need to do here is come back to that in a moment. First. Oh, piss! But I need the fucking driller to complete the puzzle. I can't. Oh, son of a bitch. How is this going to fucking work? I need something in there to transmit the green light, and I need something else in there to create. God, but the only problem is I need the accumulator to do that. So, no, this doesn't fucking work, actually. Because it's completely useless in getting the... So the thing is, now I want it to discharge. But, can't do that. The accumulator has to become the red. They can't do that, so this is not the solution. Not the solution at all. However, the driller also does that. That might make it become the solution. Just two things at just two things at once. Suddenly. Yeah, alright, screw that. So the accumulator might not actually be the solution here. Per se. Well, actually, it probably is, but I'm probably overcomplicated. Like, immensely. Wait, hold on. No. Shite! But the problem is it won't hold it. Which we need the... Unless... That makes even less sense, and I can't do parts then. The only thing I need to do is get... Wait, what the fuck am I doing? No. The problem is I need something to dump it on so that it'll go on red. The accumulator can't just burst on a thing. The right idea, but the wrong parts orders. Calm down. Right, well, the blue thing can be done remotely, but the green thing has to be done there. And all we have to do is... basically, the RGB converter becomes red. That's the goal. This has to become red. Then we have to have room for the accumulator to dump on it at the same time. Now the accumulator would make the green thing self-sufficient, but it would also prevent me from being able to use the accumulator to accumulate the required color. So I can't do it that way. So something else has to go into the gap instead to complete the process. So maybe the RGB converter goes into there. The blue could go into there and power on the thing, but that still doesn't solve the problem. Or can we get an angle where we don't need to use the fucking hole in the wall? Maybe there is, and that means the driller becomes not required afterwards. Now we could perhaps do it. The driller is now surplus with the green set up like that. So actually then, the only thing I need to do is... Well, that now becomes red. But... Problem is that we cannot get this thing to not be deactivated, and there needs to be two parts to open the way to the way to come back into the puzzle. Unless, of course, the parts are switched around at some point. Unless, of course, the parts are switched around at some point. Like they could be right now. Literally right fucking now, in fact. With this thing becoming the device. The accumulator has now accumulated the correct charge color. The only thing remaining is to, well, get the fucking driller back. But the accumulator comes into play. Okay. Puzzle complete. And now we have to talk about someone's farming obsession. So I've been playing a ton of this old Gehenna game called Ancient Human Farmer. The title says it all. It's a sort of simple farming simulator. Maybe not the most sophisticated game, but I'm getting really obsessed with it. And I'm having some sort of emotional response to it that I can't exactly explain. Like it makes me happy, but also sad. Does anyone have any idea why this is happening to me? Elvis says, the game appeals to you because of the human need to commune with nature, to live a lifestyle that's not about dominating the world but coexisting with it. You're sad because we can't ever return to being who we used to be thousands of years ago, but happy because it reminds you that something similar is still possible for us. Augusta says, maybe it's because the people of Gehenna, despite their imprisonment, had an innocent view of the world that's permanently lost to us. Damien says, I think it's actually the opposite of what Elvis is saying. These games are enjoyable because they take us back to a time when we still had agency, when we could build things, grow things, when we could impose our will on the world instead of being completely powerless and inactive. What you crave is the ability to contribute to humanity in real, material ways, and you're sad because just simulating it is not enough. You don't want to farm, you want to be a pioneer, as we humans were born to be. Peregrino just says, it's just a game, don't overthink it. Obsessed with an emotional response to a farming sim. That's just called obsessions, isn't it? Oh, it says it's because it appeals to commune with nature. I didn't play the expansion. I don't know about the Gehenna thing. That doesn't actually explain the emotional response though, so it's not that. Just calling it a game and not overthinking it is possible, but the idea that it's supposed to be we had agency where we could build and grow things. Why are you obsessed? Well, people play these kind of games because they're very simple brain teasers, or they're very simple games. Like there's a sense of growth and progression, I guess. Like when I play Dead by Daylight and I like to tick off all the archive challenges and so forth. There's no inherent deep meaning to that. We like our progression charts and our systems, and that's what draws us in for the obsession. The tick boxes. We don't always need to think. I mean, the fifth option would be, well, it's because we like to complete tasks and progress. So it's kind of what Damien's saying, but it is just kind of like the obsessive nature of the game, in a sense. But still, we're talking about more the emotional response to why you're having an emotional response to a game about human farming. Emotional response to farming. Emotional response to a farming game. I agree with Elvis. I guess I can see your point. Thanks for the feedback, everyone. I'll go play another round now. Might be more along those lines for these peeps. I don't know. I'm biased by being a biological human. Can't quite think the same way as these cybernetic ones. Now that I think about it, that gravity thing didn't tell me that gravity loss labs in the previous Zone 3 didn't actually tell me shit about the accumulator here either. So maybe sometimes these lost labs are not giving away anything. Perhaps they just... Or unless they do, but maybe it's for much later? Like out of order things? Who knows?
This is where they must have lived. Athena and Miranda. You know, for a moment, I almost expected to find them here. But the only thing that's still functional is the megastructure. I'm sorry. This must be awfully strange for you being thrown into all this history. But that's why I needed you. Because you're not burdened with all these memories and conflicts and regrets. Weigh on our minds like a nightmare.
A nightmare?
Our civilization is caught in a loop, 1K. We freed ourselves from the simulation, but now we're trapped again, and it's our own fault. We're afraid of taking responsibility, afraid of growing up. Instead, we make up some capitalized words and build up all these myths around them. Nature, balance, the founder, the goal. We're afraid to face the randomness of the cosmos, but equally afraid to imagine a better world. So we're stuck. I've been trying to find a way out for years. Something, anything, to get people to understand that we do actually have free will. That building a thriving, expanding civilization doesn't have to involve repeating the mistakes of the past. But I failed. Over and over.
Why did you fail?
Because for some reason, people find it easier to cling to cynicism and self-hate than to actually have hope. Because believing the worst about ourselves, calling ourselves sinners and fools, somehow still seems wise.
And you think what we discovered here could change things?
Yes. Because this is something unexpected, an anomaly. Everything we found on this island challenges who we have become. It shows us that different answers are possible. And maybe that can break people out of the loop. All we need is a spark. Maybe that's why she made all this. The puzzles, the towers. A way of jolting us out of our complacency.
I honestly don't know.
Neither do I, 1K. But I try to be optimistic. Now, let's see what else we can find here.
I have no idea, but apparently this is where they lived. They liked playing chess. And maybe battleships? I don't know. Oh. Incoming group call.
Melville, eyes on 1K's stream. Is this thing what I think it is?
Blow my fuse box. It sure looks that way. Best not touch it until I get there.
Why not?
Because you have no idea what you're dealing with, 1K.
I take your point. I'd still like to make a guess.
Tell me then.
I guess it's some kind of Universal inverter, hypnotic soap reflector, neuroanalyzer, energy accentuator, doomsday machine.
Not even close. I think it's a somnodrome. It's a sort of analytics tool for processing mental data that Melampus dreamed up.
But all he ever did was sketch out the theory. As far as I'm aware, he never actually built one.
Looks like the founder gave it a go.
How does it work?
Well, what we know is that our deeper algorithms are hard to pass. Melampus stipulated that the computational power to interpret them in real time would always be beyond us. But in theory, the Somnodrome would interpret that data and loop it directly to our senses.
People were hoping to find answers to the big questions by having a conversation with our own subconscious. If you ask me, it's solipsistic at best. It's pseudoscience regardless.
That may be. But if the founder figured it out, then that device could be an extremely important discovery.
We should study it.
I agree. The data on that device could prove invaluable. Besides, you may have survived all those data stream overloads, but interface with that thing and you're liable to get bricked.
Sounds like a plan. Melville, I'm shutting this thing down until you can get here. 1K, get on with exploring the rest of the lab.
Wow. So we have a somnodrome, like a subconscious reading thing. And we got a private message. To all of you on this expedition, I'm sure you have questions about the somnodrome, but I'm afraid I can't answer them. It was a dream I had a long time ago when I was a different person, and it has long since faded. I did build a prototype of sorts, at least of one part of its systems, but none of it ever functioned the way I wanted it to. Whatever Athena may have done with my invention, the truth is that I'm simply not interested in the affairs of New Jerusalem anymore. I care as little for Brian's utopianism as I do for Herman's religious pessimism. I'm not sure I care about anything at all, really. In fact, I think not caring may be the only answer at the end of the day. Everything is transient, even the self. I've learnt to let go. Please do not respond, I value my privacy. Okay. Melampus, one of the Loopy Affairs companions, dreamed up the Somnodrome back in the day. It was supposed to help us visualize the black box of our own internal algorithms, and so provide some kind of moral or spiritual insight. It never properly worked, of course. Apparently, the founder took an interest and experimented further with the technology, correcting some of the mistakes Melampus made. Still a lot of tosh if you ask me, but maybe she made it work. Robotic subconscious. Somnodrome prototype. Notes. Melampus believed that the answers we're looking for, the correct way for the individual to exist ethically in society and the world, are within us. Our failure, to him, was not failing to create a better system, but failing to truthfully reflect what already exists within our minds. A failure of connection between the high and the low, the inner and the outer. On most days that seems wrong to me, but sometimes when I think of where New Jerusalem is headed, I wonder if the Somnodrome doesn't hold an answer after all. I took some time to build a prototype according to the original blueprints, but there's a lot Melampus didn't account for. Still, I'm almost certain I could apply some of my own knowledge to make it work. The question is, should I? Ooh, what do we have here? Oh my goodness. A portal. Well, not portal actually, more of a teleportation. Rock teleports to one side, goes through this little thing, appears on the other. All with this weird cloud thing. I'm sure Black Mesa will be interested in these experiments. From Thesia. From Thesia to Athena. Beloved founder, wherever you have gone, I continue to have faith in You are our mother, our creator, the chosen of the progenitor. I am certain that this is a test, a trial like the ones you face in a simulation, and we will learn from your example and keep the faith. Praise your name, Feckwood862. Results confirming anomaly is consistent. There is no error in trial 108. There is no understanding. We need to start over. Next. From Miranda to Athena. I went ahead and ran the next set of trials anyway. I know you said to wait, but the data we got from the last batch was just too amazing. Every step leads to the next, like a progression of musical notes. We're so close! Miranda. Uh-oh. We're overloading! Help! Ow!
The singularity sustained itself longer this time.
Did we get the data?
We did. I think we just obsoleted quantum physics.
Maybe. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to be able to replicate these results.
You know, I've been wondering. You told me that in the simulation, one thing that kept you motivated was looking for answers. Do you think that with the work we're doing, we'll ever run out of questions to ask?
I don't think so. Trying to understand the universe means asking the same question over and over. How? How do you make fire? How do earthquakes happen? How does gravity work? How do particles behave? You keep digging deeper, finding another set of mechanisms, another set of hows. Step by step, you demystify reality. But then, if you keep doing it long enough, one day, you run out. You've answered all the hows. You know how the universe works. So, now what?
Now you ask why? Isn't that the next step?
It's not quite that easy. The question of why cannot be answered. Even if it could, it would only be followed by another why. At some point, you have to accept that it all just exists. But there is another set of questions. What's next? You've stripped away the layers of mystery, you've laid bare the machinery. Now you have to start building, to add your own layers of meaning.
Okay.
Are you okay? You overloaded again.
I'm fine. I saw Athena again.
Yes, I saw. It came through on your stream. Strange to hear her voice again. But that was her. The way I remember her. The real Athena. Not this imaginary founder.
Tell me more about her.
I was one of the first she woke up. There was just a handful of us in those days. A small family in the ruins of a dead civilization. It was hard. Harder than anyone can possibly imagine. We had nothing except what Alexandra Drennan and the Institute left us. Now that everyone lives in civilization, they don't understand how necessary it was for us to build that civilization. They can fantasize about living in balance, limiting growth, retreating behind our walls. They don't understand what it really means to live in the wilderness. How close we came to not making it. How many people we lost. Yema was just the first. But Athena understood. She believed in humanity. She believed in us. In the inherent value of consciousness. Her dreams were so much bigger. She wanted us to reclaim the Earth, to reach for the stars, to build and grow and learn.
So why didn't she leave?
I don't know. I understand why she became frustrated when the city started thinking more about itself than about the future. It was frustrating for all of us. But we were still fighting for that future together. What I don't understand is why she didn't tell me. If she came here to do all this, why didn't she bring me along?
She did what she thought she had to.
She did. She must have. I just don't understand. But if all this is a test, maybe there's an answer waiting for us in the megastructure. Speaking of which, let's get back to exploring. Melville should have reconnected the next station by now.
All right. That's it. The circular loop is done. I wanted to ask him the other question about why he should remember that way, but I guess no. And the glorious snowy light. Back to puzzles. Always more puzzles to solve. Rainbow. Oh god, isn't this just this is like triptych, but with an extra step. Instead of 3, now it's 5. Oh no. Well, the RGB converters are going to have to do 2 of them. I guess. But, wait, no. How's this going to work then? How can we get 5? Wow, this is just one room. We need green twice. Wait, one of them can do multiple ones though, can't it? So it'd be something like... Da-da-da, zap, zap, have the widest possible angle. Somehow squeeze in 2 different things inside that. Wait, is that it? Enough, surprisingly.
Congratulations. That one looked difficult.
Well, shows you haven't been paying attention. That was actually one of the easier ones. It's amazing what happens when you only get one room and just think it through. Very nice. Colourful puzzle. Alright. I'm just checking something real quick. Okay. Right then. Well, I'm not going to get into the tower just yet, of course. I have 1 normal and 1 lost, and I gotta find these switches. I have also been slightly reminded by Drauken he does want me to get on the Saints Row 4 during December. So I need to kind of move on with playing this. Also because I just want to keep playing it, you know. I don't want to get too behind the story or anything. Is this the last one? Yep, it is. The other lost puzzle. Lateral inhibition. Okay. So we got an accumulator. And inverter. Let's see. Wait, hang on. Yo, what? Oh, right. Yeah, makes sense. it doesn't, because that doesn't do anything for me. Oh wait, wait, hold on. Okay, good. There we go. Nice. Wait, that just powers the fan on. Alright. You better wait. Wait, that doesn't make any fucking... No, that doesn't... Wait, I don't have to do any of that. I can do this. No, I see what the problem is, though. Alright, just give me a second. Wait, is that really all I have to do? No, there's no twist, isn't there? There's gonna be something like... I see the problem now. I see the problem. Yes. Okay. I now just quit what the actual difficulty is. I had to turn this on while not actually being anywhere near it. And then I just have to dump the other thing on. Well, that being said, that should just be as easy as turn this into a blue thing. Yeah. Set it up there. Oh, shit. No, that's not going to work, is it? No, that's not going to work, my boy, because we need both parts. What this does do is give us a way of doing that, but then how do we get this one open? Yeah, there lies the issue. We need both parts inside. And yet... I can't do an angle shot. No. It's nothing to do with that. Well, I suppose the only way to find out will be to connect it up and then see what we can do. No, we can't do anything in there. We have to have both these objects on the same side at the same time. How could that be possible, though? Lateral inhibition. Why is the issue, though? I need to have both of them activate the thing. And it has to be activated, so I can't just ignore it. So somehow I have to be able to activate it from here. But also be able to grab both parts. Doesn't add up. Think. Fan, I assume, will push any object out of the way, so I can't use it as a blockade, could I? Also, test that field, we could just set it up the normal way. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Also, what would be the purpose of pushing an item away anyway? I won't achieve anything. The only thing I could think of is no, there isn't. There's no way of connecting it while it's in there. There just is none. You push that all the way. No, that doesn't work either. Unfortunately. This would not work. Oh, chat. I got a bit of a problem with this one. I only need to be able to have one extra thing in there. It's not like I need to have both. I just need to get one in there. But also have it so that it powers itself. I mean, I can power it from this side, but it wouldn't be sustainable. I mean, I can turn this to red and power it just with that, but I have to be able to place it. And that just doesn't work. It's a case of I have to be able to power it with something that I can then take away from it. Like, you know, if this thing could sell by itself, then great, but I also have to be able to have it keep working. I think I might have the idea. I think. No, I can't run past it in time, so it's not a timing thing. I have to be able to somehow get this to work. And then keep it running. How, though? The fan, it's not going to be a case of having the fan activate to turn it on, because it doesn't go far enough. And it would require both parts to sell that, and I still need a third. I need one of those over there. So, then what? What is the missing component here? What do I need to put together for this to work? I can use it to power up the source of the inverter, but then what? think I might just have figured it out. I think. No, that's it. That is a solution. You set it up to do that. Yank, pull, press, done. Let's go. That took a while. Hey, I'm not so stupid after all. Hey, Basil, how's it going? Nice indeed. So, second wasp puzzle done. I tell you what, I do feel a great sense of satisfaction from completing these puzzles. Especially ones that take me half an hour. Poker wasn't very good, unfortunately, Basil. It was my worst regional performance yet, I'm afraid. It did not go very well. I went out just after an hour, and I made one mistake that cost me a bunch of my early chips. I tried to get back into it on the short stack, but unfortunately, I got bad beat. Well, I ran 10s into ace jack, and that was the end of that. No improvement. After a jack came on the flop anyway. So. Yeah, not a great day yesterday, to be honest. No team cup for the team and no real massive progression. I spent 13 weeks to bust in an hour. I played okay to start with, but then I made the one mistake. And that's all it takes when the stacks are that short. One mistake and you can go home very quickly. So not great. How you been? Do you think the answers we seek exist within ourselves?
Look, self-reflection is important, but only thinking about yourself, your inner identity, becomes narcissistic. You exist, whether you like it or not, in a dialectical relationship with the world. Identity has no meaning without society, and society has no meaning without the individual. It's in that tension that we really come into being.
Thanks. Have I done this one before? I don't think I have. Nope. Consume. Vox Pop 9 from an interview with a protester outside the Institute for Applied Nomadics. So why did you join this protest? Artificial intelligence is inherently dangerous to this planet's ecosystem. Defending that ecosystem is our responsibility. Question. In what way is artificial intelligence dangerous? Answer. I'm not some paranoid idiot imagining Skynet taking over the world, alright? That's science fiction, but what we're talking about here is an artificial intelligence without any of the attachment we have to the natural world. It is not capable of distinguishing between, say, an ore and a tree. Everything's just resources to it. People like Sarabi or Drennan talk about ethics and philosophy, but they all embrace the same extractivist ethos that has brought us to the brink of disaster. The intelligent being will try to optimize the world in its image, and in doing so, consume it. Question mark. When Question mark. So far they're saying it's all theoretical. Answer. The atom bomb was theoretical at first too. Once something is there, someone's going to use it. Very true. That's where we are with AI at the moment. It's there, we're using it, and it's going to keep going until, well, whatever happens next, I guess. AI taking over more jobs, leading us towards less work, manual work, AI doing more of the things for us, and then we can pursue other things, but because we're so in bed with technology, what would we want to go and do? Who knows? But certainly one thing is for sure is that we're going to keep building more technology, and we're going to keep building more robots and AI things. These kind of deep questions will become more prominent over the next few decades as AI gets more and more involved in our lives. And suddenly, the Talos Principle 2 may not seem quite as science fiction-y as it is at the moment. And that's what makes this game great. Miranda, why couldn't they imagine that we might care about the world? Athena, I don't know. Maybe because they were too used to no one else caring. That's what happens when you don't have any other intelligent life forms. We're top of the food chain. We only have to look after ourselves. Hypatia's Journal 5 from Hypatia's Journal Volume 1, The Finding of New Jerusalem, Day 200. Construction on our new home is coming along nicely. We finished 2 new buildings last week, and this week we started on our new lodgings. Athena and Cornelius have plans to erect a tower in the middle of the settlement which will serve as our administrative centre and main heliport, but right now it's still a long way off. Decades at the least. It's hard to imagine that one day we'll be able to erect structures like that there will be enough of us to need that much space, but then I look at the dam and I remind myself, our ancestors built that, with their short lifespans and soft flesh and bone bodies. And then I think that there's really no limit to what we can achieve, given enough time, patience, and the capacity to dream.
Strap in, this is a long one. You may have heard the story of the carpenter who died to redeem humanity's sins. It's a powerful story, bittersweet, very human, and I just want to tell you that it's true. He was a real person, and his name was John Carpenter. He was born in the year 1948, and he was the coolest filmmaker to ever walk the earth. From Halloween to The Thing to They Live, the totally underrated In the Mouth of Madness, mind you, he just made classic after classic. All of his movies, really fun, really atmospheric, but also really smart. Even when they were goofy, most directors would kill to have made just one of those movies. And what did he get for it? A big, fat truckload of nothing. Well, less than nothing. The studios, the critics, even the fans, they hated him. The Thing, okay, for example, which is about as perfect a movie as you can make, completely torn to shreds. And his career never really recovered. Every movie after that was a struggle, and after a while, he just got tired of it and quit. He only really came back to movies in his 70s. How many works of genius did we never get because of that? Look, I have a point here. People like Carpenter, people like Alex, they're not always appreciated in their own time. If you just do what's popular, you might never create anything important. Of course, we admire people who did the right thing, who didn't conform, but we only ever admire them after the fact. What matters is to support people when it's difficult.
Yeah, I still remember hearing about The Thing was like critically panned at the time. It was only appreciated later. That being said, Trevor, I don't suppose you ever discovered that John Carpenter did some writing for Fear 3, which was fucking shite. Remember, because I fucking do. He was hyped as a big deal for Fear 3, God, that game was awful. Well, it looks like force fields and fans. It's set up in a similar way to that other thing from the other one with the dual floating fans. Well, actually, no, I don't think it is, because they're not set the same. But nice. That's one. And there's the other. Oh. Wait, what is that? What does that do, bro? I've not seen this before. A thing that spins the tile around. Okay. Little intriguing. Admittingly. But how on earth do we get it to reach both? Oh, I guess that's... Okay. That also powers the door up then. Well, welcome back, Nitro. We're on the 8th puzzle, the last puzzle of this area. Before the Tetris bridge and the need to find those switches. So it's a way of doing it in 2 different ways, but why? It's probably going to be something more involved to do with that. The accumulator. I mean, technically I could sure get out of here, right? Okay, well, I guess here we have a... Actually, what the hell am I doing? Why do I even have to... I can just do this. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, never bloody mind. I see where we have a bit of a problem. We can't do that right now. That's okay. Give the gift. There you go. Now we can do some things. Now we can just put it right here and use it on them. We don't have to do any stupid fancy stuff. Just do this. That. Great. So really then all I have to do is just get all 3 items through and we're good. I guess that's the goal, right? Get 3 items through the puzzle chain or whatever. Well... Oh, fuck off! What? Oh, god damn it. Shit. Yeah, I see where we have the problem here. We're moving the wrong item through, gradually. I think. No, we are. Oh, wait, no, we are moving it in the wrong. Ah, damn it. All 3 have to come through. But how? I mean, god damn, I need the cube just to get this thing over. do I? I think there might be one spot, like right here, where it might work. Let's see. What the fuck? Wait. No? That's not enough height. No, it isn't. Does that mean that it's not possible for it to get a height onto that? I don't think it does. It's not high enough. Well, how the fuck am I gonna do that then? Or is it gonna have to be like... IMO? I believe so. Yeah, there's no other components to the puzzle at this point. I mean, I think we have to get all three through somehow, but well, does it even matter if I get them all through at this point? The problem here is I can't literally move them both through. I mean, if I did, what the fuck am I supposed to then do? Why is this important then, all of a sudden? What does this have to do with anything? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. No. That's not it. Would it work if it was right next to it? Yep. And now it becomes obvious that we need all three connections. How do I do that? Well, because only one of these things connects. So ever. Well, I guess we're going to do something like this, aren't we? Keep hold of that. Now we can disconnect it. complete. Yeah! Alright. Now all I have to do is solve this puzzle. Work backwards. So one of them is out in the middle of fucking no. I've got this was the one I've already got, I think. One of these is at the edge of a thing or whatever. Again, boy would it be nice if the picture was a little more clear. And here's the golden. One of these will be opening up in 2 more Lost Puzzles time. Hey, wow! I can actually take a look at the gold puzzle in here. This is the first time I've actually been able to see inside a gold puzzle area. There's multiple connectors, it looks like, and there's another podium thing. I'm sure this will be way more complicated than anything else in the game, though. It's going to be like some super duper ultra complex thing that will require like a... It doesn't know we can actually take a look at this one, though. Instead of just having to like blindly to have a guess. It looks like it's going to involve accumulators. A lot of different laser positions. Huh. Yeah. Probably will involve some kind of very different, really difficult thing to figure out, I suspect. Oh, please tell me this is the one I need to look at. Perfect. This the fucking picture would be nice to print screen it. I really wish these puzzles could be zoomed into. It would make this so much easier. Right. There's only 3 X's. One of them I think I've already got. So there's a small little island that has one. There's one that's off somewhere. So I'm guessing that big thing is the tower. And there's a small circular island that has... So it's going to be over there, I guess. Oh, for fuck's sake. Am I going to have to actually connect the Tetris bridge to get it open? No. I could probably get there now. I just need to find the correct route. Yeah, we're not going there yet. Not until I've solved this other... Oh, hold on. Melville wants to say something to us.
Yes?
In my vision, Athena mentioned a singularity.
Yes. She could be talking about a gravitational singularity. Like the point within a black hole where density becomes infinite and space-time breaks down. But the term has other applications too.
Fascinating. They must be doing some incredibly advanced experiments.
You're right. It is fascinating. You know, our ancestors went to incredible lengths to try and understand reality. They built super colliders and sent telescopes into space to find traces of the Big Bang. I guess the founder was walking in their footsteps.
Let's get back to work. Alright. So that means the other one is somewhere around here then. If this is the little offshoot, the second one should... Unless this is the one I found earlier. Maybe, but it might imply that it... Oh. I think this is a different one to one I found actually, so there's only one left then, I guess. But to do that, I had to go to a little circuit. Oh, it's there. I can see it, but can I get to it? No, not there. How on earth do I get to that then? It'd be insane to think you had to go across these polar ice cap things, but how do you get onto those? Nah, you probably just have to cross over to the tower. I would suspect. Alright, so this is now turned on. Yeah, this is the second one. So then, in theory, I think we gotta go to the Tetro Bridge and get the final piece. Oh, the third area information's up. Lost Marshes. Yeah. Hey, Universal Utopia. How you doing? Hope you're having a good evening. Right. Time to solve this and then go get that third thing for the star. So...
Sometimes it seems the only choices we have are renouncing civilization or mindless expansion. But that's not the only path forward. Embracing deliberate control over nature doesn't have to mean destruction. We are a species of artists and artisans, blessed with the ability to transform the raw material of the cosmos into new and better shapes. Shapes that have meaning. With our technology, we can take this chaotic world, so full of suffering, and turn it into a work of art.
Wouldn't that be nice? can't actually fall off the bridge while you're doing the puzzle. That's actually quite a nice little detail. Fuck me! How is this fucking still stomping me at this point? Really? There we go. Got it. The tower almost awaits. But first, just before that, got a little bit of a thing to visit. A little something, something. Oh, let's forget that star. Yay! Then we can go in the tower.
None may know what came first, error or sin, and yet every choice depends on it.
If you say so. Alright. Now to enter the tower and activate another giant laser beam. You can certainly fall off once you've completed the puzzle, but you can't fall off while you're doing it. That's really nice, that actually. Very good for... And I have no doubt that people would otherwise consider, like, falling... Can I go over there? Nope. Don't think I can. Yeah, that actually looks like it is really inaccessible.
Creature of clay, you have taken another step towards the flame. Before you continue, ask yourself, have the gifts of Prometheus ever truly benefited your people? Or have they brought nothing but strife?
We have made mistakes in using them, but the good outweighs the bad. Lady Ammo robot.
And you repeat your mistakes until they destroy you.
If you say so.
There's 3 towers per
Hey,
cardinal
Wayne
direction
Wax, thanks
and
for the
3
raids.
entities. You'd think it would be symmetrically arranged. 1 tower per entity, right? But we haven't seen Prometheus at all.
We're built to find patterns. Maybe we're trying to find patterns where there aren't any.
Maybe. Oh, this game. Hey, Cont Motore. Enjoy your puzzling. Thanks, Wayne Wax. Hope your stream went well. Yeah, just finished the 5th area. So... Okay. Don't think... Oh, I haven't found one of those golden things, but... I found all the important stuff, so... I think that's all good, I think. All the important parts have been discovered. Can I get over there at all? Hang on, there's something over there. Ah.
What is freedom? Is it merely to be ruled by those who speak one's language or share one's customs? No. That is merely a more convenient servitude. Is it to have no obligations, no loyalties? No. That is not to be free, but to be alone. What of freedom from hunger and thirst? Here we are closer to the truth. For freedom requires life. But one may have all the meat and all the wine in the world and still not be free. The most important freedom of all is the freedom to speak one's mind, to make one's thoughts public without fear, and so participate openly and boldly in democracy. It is the freedom of the dissenter and the gadfly, the rebel and the fool, that is the true measure of whether a city is free.
Well, under that jurisdiction, humanity is about as free as a trapped moth right now. But only under those circumstances. Right, now I get to leave. I get to leave and go to the next area. So everything here has been done. Except for the gold puzzle, which I can't do until later. So, I guess next up is the Lost Marshes. The northeastern marshes of the island have been mostly lost to the sea, with the exception of a small patch of land. Okay. I am tempted to actually continue and play this area next. I mean, I could save it for one area per stream, but just give me a second to do some quick calculations off the top of my head. I have been quite happy to do it once per stream, but let me just think. Tomorrow is Chucky DLC. 3 days. And Saturday is... well, it's December, so then I'd have Sweet State to do on Saturday. And then... Sunday, Ironmans. So I could do Ironmans the same day. So I could have a Sunday stream if I push it. I'm just doing some quick math for a minute based on how many days I've got. So I could do another stream on the weekend of this game. Yeah, that's actually would be fine. I could turn one of the Sweet States and then do Ironmans after one of them, or maybe this after one of them. That could work. Yeah, that could work out, I think. So let's just assume 1. Next time would be the 6th area. And next week would be Monday, Tuesday. Sorry to do all this. I'm just deciding whether I could proceed with this area tonight or whether I do this next time. I mean, I do want to get through this, but I don't want to really rush through either. I am enjoying the game. So then if I get through it on the weekend, that's 6. Monday, Tuesday, 7, 8. 9. But then it's the Sigil 2 release on the 10th, and I'll be live streaming and playing poker. And I'm playing Sigil 2 probably on the next Monday. So I would get up to what? Oh man, it's going to be tight. Unless I give up a Friday night, that is. Yeah, so weekend will put me to that. It's the only time I could do it would be one of the weekend days. If I jammed both Ironmans and Sweet States into one, or did Talos after the Sweet State, perhaps. That would still mean I'd have 6 areas at minimum left to do across 3 streams the week after. That'll get me to the 3rd part, and then the week after that, I could do the same again. But I'd also have the Sunday, so I could have the game finished by the 17th. But then I'd literally be playing. Alright, you know what? I'm sorry, Drauken, but I am going to be able to play Saints Row 4 during December, but I might just be slightly late for the festive DLC unless Saints Row 4 is like fucking sure as hell. So yeah. That was Northly anyway. I'm not rushing this game.
This area looks flooded as well.
Our ancestors melted a whole lot of ice.
Whoa.
After they died, most coastal settlements were claimed by the sea. South of New Jerusalem, there's a whole city under the water. We went there once with Garrus when I was an apprentice. It was eerie.
That's exactly why the Founder created the goal. When you go past the limits, this is what happens. Mother Nature always gets her revenge in the end.
This isn't revenge, Al. It's just failure. People, cities, mountains. As far as the sea is concerned, it's all the same.
Whoa, a deer.
Their mistake was forgetting that. Telling themselves nothing would change. It always does.
What the fuck? What was that deer doing? Oh my goodness, that was a crazy deer right there. Holy moly, it got stuck on there for like, I thought it was gonna stay stuck on there. A full fucking deer though. Oh my god, look at that structure up there. It's like all these. It's a bit like a, well, like a pot rocket, if you will, I guess. This area has the same setup: 8 BAME, 2 lost, 1 lost lab, 2 stars, sort of thing. How many people do we have in the chat right now? We have 12 people. Okay, well, trying to decide what to do. I mean, I could continue, but I don't want to be. I also don't want to be in a position where this takes 3 hours. No, I don't want to continue because I'm in a weird. I don't want to like this take 3 hours and then I do like half the area, come back to it, and then suddenly I'm like gone. I'm gonna save the next one for another time because after this area is done, I'll be going back into the megastructure, and there will be more puzzles in there. So there'll be a lot of stuff happening in the next part. It won't just be like area and then move on. It's going to be a pretty significant story beat, I think. So yeah, I'm quite happy to keep doing one area per stream for the time being. At least when it comes down to areas that are like connected to megastructure. I might be able to, if I do well in some of the others, maybe I could squeeze 2 in one, but I'm not really in a keen need to rush this game, you know, that's what I'm saying. So I think what I'll do now, since we do have 12 people around, is I will throw up a quick poll. And I will abide by that. So yeah, gonna stick this poll in the chat for a minute. So there is your poll. And I will abide by whatever the decision of the chat is in the 1 minute. Because to be honest with you, most of these areas have been taking me like 3 hours to get through. But I've actually zipped through some of these puzzles, so it's actually been quite a smooth, a bit quicker than I expected, honestly. So, you know, I could play a little more Dead by Daylight, I guess, so I don't really have any other sort of chill game that I play, or could play. But that's my chill game of choice at the moment, since I don't think DRG has any new content, so I don't think I have anything short Doom related either, so at least not at the time being. So yeah, I'll leave it up to you, chat. What do you want to see? Did the thing not show anything? No one voted? Oh, there's only 7 people in the chat now. Okay, never mind. I was like, oh, 12 people. There's got to be a vote, but not a single person. Okay, well, I'll just end the stream then. All right, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Sorry, I thought there might have been a bit of activity in the chat for at least 1 vote, but all right, well, in that case then, I will see you all tomorrow for the Chucky DLC for Dead by Daylight, which is coming out tomorrow. So I'll be playing a first impressions of that, and it should be an interesting one since Chucky is going to be the first third-person perspective killer. That's the only thing I do know about this new DLC. That, and there's going to be like a load of voice lines from the original Chucky actor, and also some extra ones from Jennifer Tilly for one of the skins for Chucky. So, not that I intend to purchase skins, but you know, it's there as an option, I guess. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for that, and hopefully it will be another interesting Dead by Daylight expansion. Time will tell. Have a good night, everybody.